that's just too hard to bear. Take me to the open air. Squeeze me in your alpine glove. Take me to those places above. Infect me with cold fever. Squeeze me in your alpine glove. Take me to those places above.
In the southeast of the world's oldest continent lie the Australian Alps, the oldest mountain range on the face of the globe. In 1859, gold was discovered at Cayendra, and treasure seekers flocked here, not only from all parts of the fledgling colony, but from every corner of the world. At the onset of their first winter there, the miners, unable to dig in the iron-hard ground, nor pan the icebound streams, became naturally bored. And when Australians get bored, they make mischief. By 1861, the miners had organised skiing carnivals, and for the first documented time in history, the ski, or a jerry-built approximation of it, was used for organised recreation. In other words, for fun. The mountains have changed little since those days. Yet the changes in equipment used by skiers would cause an old-timer to burst out in astonished laughter.
Whiteness whispers outside, mountains tall send silent calls through crystal in the air. Warning sun on everyone. Sights slip through to wonderland. Mountain magic. Highland. Dreamland. Highland. Highland. Dreamland.
The flight of snow, the flight of a leaf in autumn. To ski is to fly with one foot barely on the ground and one foot in the sky. If you ski too hard, you pull the tail of the Ice King. Man has dreamed of flying since the first time he touched a lonely feather and dreamed of lonesome flight. Outside and within, man dreams of flying still, sometimes deeper down and down, sometimes heading to higher land.
what's called the bus. Breaking the floor and the ceiling, and the walls we build around us. This is what's called the feeling. This is what's called the buzz. This is what's called the feeling. This is what's called the buzz. Highland, Highland,
To see the main range of the Snowy Mountains is to touch the very roof of Australia. Dangerous, beautiful, and astonishing. On this continent, the place most kind and most cruel. To cross the Snowy River is to pass the point of no return. On one side, icy water and the lowlands. On the other, the eternal ice. On one side, safety. On the other, the main range. To come to the main range is to be brave, almost foolishly brave. Eager for beauty, foolishly eager. On the trail of unknown emotions, and ready to pay whatever admission fee the elements demand. To come to the main range and survive is to be your own beast of burden, for you must carry in your own food, shelter, and medical supplies, and take out, burn, or bury what you waste or do not use. The main range has its own wonderful, beautiful cruelty. The wonder of starting above the clouds, above the tree line, above the world. The beauty of the passage. The terror and passion of descent. Down and down and down. The killer wind, the muscles, the solitude. And then there is gravity. The snow is a harsh mistress. Warm her, and she will sustain you. Forget her power, and she will leave you buried to be found in spring. Pay court to her, and she will in her turn flirt with you outrageously. Ignore her at your peril. Dance with her but once, and she will teach you how to move with her as you could never possibly remember, nor ever forget. In this southeast corner of Australia, up to the time of European settlement, and for perhaps 50 or so years after, a strange and fascinating event took place each summer. The migration of Aboriginal people into the high country to exploit and feast on the bogong moth. Once there, they dispensed with intertribal rivalry. They danced, they courted, they sang, they feasted. This spirit is reflected amongst the modern-day visitors to the high country as well. One winter's day in 1861, an unknown miner at Cayendra donned crude wooden skis, probably fence palings held over steam and turned up at the end, and shushed down the hill above the town and into history. Although from the evidence of prehistoric rock carvings, skiing is at least 4,000 years old, Australia, with the formation of the Cayendra Snowshoe Club in the 1860s, can justifiably claim that skiing as a sport had its origins here. And the sport became refined into recreation. And the recreation fell roaring and laughing back into the country of the mind where it all started. Mischief. interesting man once said an interesting thing about history. Those who don't learn by its mistakes are condemned to repeat them forever. In the Australian Alps, we want no repetition of mistakes, only kindness, gravity, and passion. If you have a little of each, we'll see you on the hill.